Welcome. Now picture this, a kingdom of shimmering temples, saffron-robed monks, and a history as calm as a still pond. That is how many imagine Siam, the land of smiles, right? Well, buckle up, because the truth is far spicier than the chili-packed somtam. Behind the serene facade lies a history packed with palace intrigue, political chaos, and enough backstabbing to make Game of Thrones look like a bedtime story. Today we are diving into the secret, untamed world of Siam's turbulent past, and you will never look at those postcard perfect images the same way again. Let me start with palace politics and a theatre of chaos. While modern Thailand's monarchy is known for its ceremonial grandeur, historical Siamese courts were hotbeds of intrigue. The reign of King Thaksin from 1767 to 1782, for instance, began with heroic efforts to reunite Siam after the fall of Ayutthaya, but ended in accusations of madness and a palace coup. His own generals, including the future King Rama I, overthrew him. Thaksin was executed in a manner shrouded in mystery, some say by being beaten to death with a sandalwood club, a method reserved for royalty to avoid spilling royal blood. Now, on to the Chakri Dynasty's bloody beginnings. Speaking of King Rama I, his rise to power was no tea party. The Chakri dynasty's founding was marked by civil wars with rival factions vying for control. Rama I not only had to secure his throne, but also that regional rulers, particularly in the north and Isaan, pledged their loyalty. The result? A series of brutal campaigns that solidified Bangkok as the new power centre, often at steep human cost. What about some rebellions in the region? The image of Siam as a unifying kingdom is another myth worth busting. In reality, the 19th century was rife with uprising. The most notable was the Avion Rebellion of 1826, when the Lao king of Vientiane challenged Bangkok's dominance. What followed was a scorched earth response from Siam, culminating in destruction of Vientiane and the forced relocation of tens of thousands of Lao people to Siam's central and Isaan regions. A move that shaped the demographic and cultural landscape of modern Thailand. Next up, the Bowring Treaty and internal strife. The 1855 Bowring Treaty is often hailed as a diplomatic triumph that modernised Siam's economy, but it also sowed discord. By opening Siam's ports to international trade, it disrupted traditional economic systems, leading to tensions between local elites and the monarchy. Regional governors who previously enjoyed semi-autonomy found their power curbed as Bangkok sought to centralise control, sparking resentment and occasional rebellions. Now, for the wild west of the south. The Malay Peninsula, part of Siam's territory until the early 20th century, was anything but peaceful. The region was a hotbed of piracy, insurgency and rebellion. Patini, a predominantly Muslim sultanate, resisted Siamese rule for centuries. Even after its annexation, the region remained volatile, with unrest continuing to this day. Let's go behind the smiling diplomacy. Even Siam's famed diplomacy during the colonial era was not without its conflicts. The French-Siamese War of 1893, for instance, saw Siam cede territory east of the Mekong to France. This was not a peaceful negotiation. It involved gunboat diplomacy, military standoffs, and a humiliating retreat for Siam. Yet, it is often glossed over as a strategic compromise rather than a bitter loss. Then, the People's Revolt, the 1932 revolution. Fast forward to the 20th century and Siam's transformation into Thailand was anything but smooth. The 1932 revolution that ended absolute monarchy was led by a coalition of military officers and civilians frustrated by royal mismanagement and economic inequality. Though bloodless in its execution, the aftermath was anything but peaceful, with political purges, coups and counter-coups dominating the decades that follows. So, there you have it, a brief history of peaceful Siam that is anything but. From palace intrigues to regional rebellions and colonial clashes, Siam's past is a vibrant tapestry of conflict and resilience. The next time someone tells you that Siam was always a harmonious kingdom, just smile, nod, and remember the real stories behind the golden temples and serene smiles. If you enjoyed peeling back the layers of Siam's turbulent past, give this video a thumbs up and share it with fellow history buffs. Do not forget to subscribe to Isaan Flicks and hit the bell icon as to never miss our latest dives into Thailand's untold stories. Do you have your own take on Siam's history? Drop it in the comments below, as I would love to hear from you. Take care and goodbye.